Audio Adventures of Nivules and CamTor, the Roman Myth. Prologue. The Ending of the Queen's Hunger. Ancient Rome. A land where the echoes of gods and monsters still lingered, where the line between myth and reality blurred. In this vibrant, dangerous world lived Nivules, son of Juno, queen of the gods, and CamTor, grandson of Thor, the thunder god. Though born of different pantheons, they were bound by a fierce brotherhood, their bond forged in shared battles and mutual respect. Their latest challenge. Vorcilla, a breathtakingly beautiful but cruelly lustful queen terrorizing the villages outside Naples. This is their story. Chapter 1. The whispers of Vorcilla ****. News reached Rome, carried on the wind and whispered in hushed tones. Vorcilla, with her army of monstrous creatures and seductive charm, was laying waste to the countryside. Villages fell silent, their people either enslaved or vanished. The Roman Senate, desperate, appealed to Nivules, the city's beloved protector. Nivules, ever loyal to his mother in Rome, immediately sought out his brother-in-arms, CamTor. Chapter 2. A Viking's Oath. CamTor, a towering figure wielding his ancestral warhammer, Mjolnir's legacy, was initially hesitant. Viking pride ran deep, and he preferred the open sea to the intrigues of Roman politics. But the plight of the innocent, and the chance to stand alongside his friend, swayed him. He pledged his strength to Nivules, their pact sealed with a shared drink of potent mead. Chapter 3. Diana's blessing. Their quest began under the watchful gaze of Diana, the Roman goddess of the hunt. Recognizing the threat Vorcilla posed, Diana offered her aid, her arrows and her wisdom guiding their path. She warned them of Vorcilla's power, her ability to ensnare even the mightiest warriors with her beauty and seductive magic. Chapter 4. The march to Naples. Their journey was arduous. They faced treacherous mountains, dark forests teeming with mythical beasts, and cunning traps laid by Vorcilla's spies. Nivules, with his mighty iron club, shattered monstrous creatures, while CamTor's hammer cleaved through enchanted trees and dispelled dark magic. Their combined strength, bolstered by Diana's guidance, ensured their survival. Chapter 5. The siege of the coastal fortress. Vorcilla had entrenched herself in a formidable coastal fortress, its walls protected by powerful enchantments and manned by her monstrous army. The demigods, aided by a contingent of Roman soldiers, laid siege. The battles raged for days, a chaotic clash of steel and magic. Nivules' brute strength breached the outer walls, while CamTor's hammer shattered magical barriers, paving the way for the Roman advance. Chapter 6. The Sea Battle. Vorcilla, anticipating a land-based assault, had prepared a fleet of monstrous sea creatures to repel any attack from the sea. A fierce naval battle ensued. CamTor, more comfortable on the water than Nivules, commanded the Roman ships, his hammer shattering the enchanted hulls of Vorcilla's sea beasts. Nivules, wielding his club with devastating effect, boarded enemy vessels, clearing the decks with savage efficiency. Chapter 7. Into the fortress. With the naval threat neutralized, Nivules and CamTor led the final assault on Vorcilla's fortress. Diana's silver arrows pierced through the remaining magical defenses, clearing the way for the heroes. They fought their way through Vorcilla's remaining forces, their strength unmatched. Chapter 8. Confronting the queen. They finally found Vorcilla, beautiful and defiant, surrounded by her remaining loyalists. Her seductive magic weakened Nivules for a moment, but CamTor's unwavering focus and Diana's protective magic shielded him. Nivules, remembering Diana's warning, resisted the allure and focused his fury upon Vorcilla's army, while CamTor faced the queen in a brutal duel of strength and skill. With a final, earth-shattering blow, CamTor shattered Vorcilla's defenses, freeing the villagers and shattering her reign of terror. Chapter 9. A new horizon. With Vorcilla defeated and the villages liberated, Nivules and CamTor stood victorious. But their work was far from over. News of a new, even greater threat, stirring in the Far East, reached them, a shadowy god plotting to plunge the world into eternal darkness. Their brotherhood, forged in the fires of battle, would once again be tested. Together, the two demigods, accompanied by the ever-watchful Diana, prepared for their next epic adventure, their journey toward the rising sun. The continuing audio adventures of Nivules and CamTor. A Roman myth. Prologue. Scylla's final fall. After the conquest of the beautiful and Kabbalistic Amazons of Palermo. Within the Roman imperial city built on legends, where the echoes of gods and monsters still reverberated through cobblestone streets. In this time walked Nivules, demigod son of Juno, the queen of the gods, a hero revered in Rome for his unwavering courage and strategic brilliance. Beside him stood CamTor, grandson of the thunder god Thor, a whirlwind of raw power and unwavering loyalty. Though born of different pantheons, they were brothers in arms, their bond forged in shared battles and mutual respect. Their current quest: to slay Scylla, the monstrous creature whose insatiable hunger for sailors and fishermen continued to plague the seas, even after the legendary Odysseus's near-fatal encounter. This epic tale weaves together their journey, a testament to their courage, their friendship, and the power of hope against seemingly insurmountable odds. Chapter 1. The Whispers of the Sea. The Roman Senate, awash in worry, summoned Nivules. Fishermen's boats were vanishing, leaving only blood-stained waters in their wake. The whispers of Scylla, the six-headed beast with a serpentine tail, haunted the docks. Nivules, sensing the deep sorrow of the city, knew he had to act. He sought out CamTor, whose strength was famed throughout the land, and together they pledged to face the monstrous threat. Chapter 2. Neptune's boon. Knowing the battle would be fought at sea, Nivules and CamTor sought the aid of Neptune, the powerful god of the ocean. Neptune, moved by their bravery and the plight of the Roman people, agreed to help. He gifted them a magnificent warship, crafted from enchanted wood, and a crew of seasoned sailors imbued with his divine strength. He also promised his protection, a powerful boon against the wrath of the sea and the monstrous Scylla. Chapter 3. Setting sail. With a mighty roar, the warship, christened Juno's Fury, cut through the waves. Nivules, ever the strategist, charted a course through treacherous currents, guided by his divine mother's wisdom. CamTor, his mighty hammer at his side, stood at the helm, his presence a calming influence amongst the sailors who now felt a renewed hope. Chapter 4. The siren song. As Juno's Fury approached Scylla's lair, the air grew thick with an unnatural silence. Then came the haunting songs of the sirens, creatures who lured sailors to their deaths with enchanting melodies. Nivules, armed with his mother's divine protection and a calming presence, countered the seductive song with a prayer to Juno, shielding his crew from their deadly power. Chapter 5. The first assault. The beast finally revealed itself. Scylla, a terrifying amalgamation of dog and serpent, emerged from the churning waters. Her 6 heads snapped, each bearing rows of razor-sharp teeth, as she launched a brutal assault. CamTor, his hammer ringing like thunder, met the onslaught head-on. His strikes shook the very waters, shattering some of Scylla's heads, but the monster was relentless. Chapter 6. Neptune's intervention. As the battle raged, the sea itself seemed to fight alongside the heroes. With a roar that echoed across the heavens, Neptune's trident cracked the sky and unleashed a torrent of waves, overwhelming Scylla. This gave Nivules an opportunity. Using his divine intellect, he devised a tactical maneuver to further weaken the beast's defenses. Chapter 7. A brother's sacrifice. Nivules' plan required a daring maneuver from CamTor, a perilous leap onto Scylla's back. CamTor, fearless and unwavering, plunged into the maelstrom. He battled the beast with his mighty hammer, delivering blow after blow. The battle was brutal, a dance between divine might and monstrous rage. The sea churned with each strike, and the outcome felt uncertain. Chapter 8. Victory at last. CamTor, using his strength and agility, finally managed to deliver a final, devastating blow, severing the beast's remaining heads. Scylla, defeated, sank into the depths, her reign of terror over. The sea calmed, as if in relief, and Juno's fury sailed towards shore. The cheers of the victorious crew echoed across the ocean. Chapter 9. Beyond the horizon. Rome rejoiced, its citizens celebrating the bravery of Nivules and CamTor. But for the 2 demigods, the quest had only scratched the surface of adventure. A shimmering portal, previously unseen, opened in the ocean's depths, a gateway to a new world, beckoning them towards untold adventures. With a shared glance, Nivules and CamTor steered Juno's fury toward the unknown, their brotherhood forged stronger through trials, ready to face whatever challenges lay beyond the horizon. The tale of their victory against Scylla became a saga whispered among sailors, a reminder of the enduring power of courage, loyalty, and the undying spirit of adventure. The continuing audio adventures of Nivules and CamTor. Roman myth. Prologue. The Warlord Battle. After the epic sea adventure against Scylla, the imperial ancient Rome. A land where the whispers of gods mingled with the clash of steel, where mythical beasts stalked the shadows, and heroes walked among men. In this vibrant tapestry of legend, 2 demigods, bound by a brotherhood forged in shared blood and purpose, stood as protectors of the innocent. Nivules, son of Juno, queen of the gods, a champion of Rome, and CamTor, grandson of Thor, the thunder god, a warrior whose strength echoed the might of his ancestor. Their story, a testament to courage and loyalty, begins with a desperate plea from a small village outside Milan, a plea that would send them on a perilous quest against the monstrous warlord, Neroxian. Chapter 1. The Cry for Help. The village elders, their faces etched with fear, arrived in Rome, their tale weaving a grim picture. Neroxian, a barbarian chieftain with an insatiable thirst for conquest and fueled by dark magic, had laid siege to their peaceful hamlet. His horde, a terrifying force of monstrous warriors and mythical creatures, were systematically destroying everything in their path. Nivules, ever vigilant in his duty to Rome, and CamTor, drawn by the inherent justice of the situation, immediately answered the call. Chapter 2. The Gathering. Before embarking, the demigods gathered their allies. Wise oracles offered cryptic prophecies, skilled blacksmiths forged enchanted weapons, and loyal legionaries pledged their unwavering support. The atmosphere crackled with anticipation, a mixture of dread and resolve as they prepared for the impending battle. Chapter 3. Journey to Milan. Their journey was fraught with peril. They navigated treacherous mountain passes, evaded ambushes by Neroxian scouts, and even faced a fearsome hydra guarding a crucial river crossing. CamTor's thunderous strength and Nivules' tactical brilliance, honed through countless battles, saw them through each ordeal, their bond solidifying with every shared danger. Chapter 4. The Siege of Milan. Upon reaching Milan, the demigods found the village on the brink of collapse. Neroxian's forces had established a brutal siege, their catapults raining down destruction. Nivules, drawing upon Juno's wisdom, devised a clever strategy to break the siege, utilizing the terrain and the element of surprise. Chapter 5. The battle begins. The clash was brutal and unrelenting. CamTor's hammer, imbued with the power of Thor, shattered ranks, his blows echoing like thunder across the battlefield. Nivules, wielding a spear blessed by Juno, displayed unmatched tactical skill, expertly guiding his legionaries through the chaos. The barbarian horde, despite their ferocity, began to falter under the combined might of the demigods and their allies. Chapter 6. The Sea of Fury. Neroxian, however, had a hidden weapon. He unleashed his fleet, a monstrous armada of longships crewed by fierce warriors and mythical sea creatures, attempting a flanking maneuver. This led to a spectacular sea battle, a whirlwind of clashing oars, blazing fire, and the roar of mythical beasts. Nivules, summoning the power of the sea with Juno's blessing, commanded a Roman naval force, engaging in a desperate struggle for control of the waters. Chapter 7. Turning the Tide. CamTor, displaying remarkable agility for his size, leapt from ship to ship, his hammer raining destruction upon the enemy. His thunderous blows shattered enemy longships, turning the tide of the naval battle. With the seaborne threat neutralized, the demigods focused their combined might on Neroxian's land forces. Chapter 8. The Fall of Neroxian. Cornered and overwhelmed, Neroxian unleashed his full power, a dark magic capable of summoning monstrous creatures from the underworld. But the combined strength of Nivules and CamTor, aided by the unwavering loyalty of their allies, proved too much. After a grueling, exhausting battle, Neroxian fell, his reign of terror finally brought to an end. Chapter 9. A New Horizon. With Nerokshan defeated and the village liberated, Nivules and CamTor were hailed as heroes. But their journey didn't end there. News of another, even greater threat, reached them, a malevolent force stirring in the Far East, promising a darkness that threatened the entire world. The brothers, their bond strengthened by their shared victory, looked towards the rising sun, ready to embark on their next epic adventure, their journey fueled by the unwavering spirit of heroes and the unshakable ties of brotherhood. Final audio adventures of Nivules and CamTor. Roman myth. Prologue. The Roman, the Viking and the cat. After defeating the warlord, a peaceful time in ancient Rome. A city where gods mingled with mortals, where heroes were born of divine blood, and where even a cat could spark an epic adventure. This is the story of Nivules and CamTor, two demigod brothers in arms, whose bond of friendship would be tested in the fiery crucible of the underworld, a quest driven not by glory or power, but by the simple, unwavering loyalty to their emperor and his beloved feline, Tobias. Chapter 1. The Emperor's Plea. Emperor Augustus, ruler of the mighty Roman Empire, was distraught. His beloved ginger cat, Tobias, had vanished. Not stolen, but abducted, by Proserpina, the queen of the underworld, a goddess known for her capricious whims and unnerving obsession with the handsome demigod Nivules, son of Juno, queen of the gods. Desperation led Augustus to Nivules, his most trusted warrior, wielder of a devastating iron club. Chapter 2. A Viking's Oath. Nivules, known for his fierce loyalty and unwavering strength, immediately accepted the task. However, he knew the underworld was no place for a lone hero. He sought the aid of his closest friend, CamTor, the grandson of Thor, a Viking demigod whose mastery of the warhammer was legendary. Bound by years of shared battles and a brotherhood forged in the fires of countless victories, CamTor readily pledged his hammer to the cause. Chapter 3. Descent into darkness. Armed with their mighty weapons and unwavering courage, Nivules and CamTor descended into the gloomy depths of the underworld. The air hung heavy with the scent of sulfur, and the shadows writhed with unseen horrors. They navigated treacherous rivers of fire and confronted hordes of ghastly creatures, their combined strength effortlessly overcoming each obstacle. Chapter 4. Proserpina's obsession. They finally reached Proserpina's palace, a chilling testament to her power. The goddess, beautiful yet unnerving, revealed her infatuation with Nivules and her desire to keep Tobias, enchanted by the cat's unusual charm. Pluto, her husband and ruler of the underworld, watched with simmering jealousy, his anger fueled by Proserpina's blatant disregard for him. Chapter 5. A Twisted Bargain. Proserpina, ever the manipulator, proposed a bargain. Nivules could have Tobias back, but only if he agreed to a trial of strength with her champion, a monstrous creature born of a cursed Tobias, a horrifying cat minotaur. Nivules, torn between his loyalty and his duty, grimly accepted. Chapter 6. The Battle of the Beast. The battle was fierce. The cat minotaur, a grotesque fusion of feline grace and minotaurian brutality, attacked with unrelenting fury. Nivules, relying on his brute strength and CamTor's tactical support, fought with the ferocity of a cornered lion. CamTor's hammer rained down blows, distracting the beast while Nivules found openings to land devastating strikes with his club. Chapter 7. Victory and escape. After a grueling fight, the cat minotaur finally fell, its monstrous form dissolving into dust. Nivules, battered but victorious, reclaimed Tobias, who, remarkably, seemed unaffected by his transformation. They escaped the underworld, guided by CamTor's innate sense of direction and Nivules' strength, leaving Pluto fuming and Proserpina heartbroken. Chapter 8. A new beginning. Back in Rome, Augustus was overjoyed to be reunited with his beloved pet. He showered the heroes with riches and accolades, but Nivules and CamTor sought neither fame nor fortune. Their reward lay in the satisfaction of their shared victory and their unbreakable bond. Chapter 9. Sunset on Rome, sunrise on Crete. Tired of the ceaseless battles and intrigues of Rome, Nivules and CamTor, each having found wives, sought peace and a fresh start. They used their accumulated wealth to establish a quiet, thriving settlement on the beautiful island of Crete, raising their families far from the clamor of the Roman Empire. There, amidst the sun-drenched fields and the gentle sounds of the Aegean Sea, they lived out their days, their legacy etched not in stone monuments but in the hearts of their children, and the enduring tale of their extraordinary adventure, a testament to their brotherhood and the power of loyalty, even in a world of gods, monsters, and enchanted cats.